Welcome back, everybody, to TalkersOfGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more reviews. Today, we're going to be reviewing the manga, The Breakers, Omnibus Volume 1. As always, I give you a brief synopsis. This is published by Blaze Publishing, by Blaze. So, here we go. The story of The Breaker follows Shioon, a timid high school student who becomes the disciple to Chunwoo Han, a martial artist who is an enemy to the secret martial arts society known as the Murim. However, Shioon is naive and unaware of his master's shady past in the unseen underbelly of the society. How will Han manage to teach Shioon and help him survive the world of Murim? And as you know, my pronunciation absolutely sucks. So if I did botch it, I do apologize. You can flame me in the comic section if you wish. Now, I was not expecting to have such a blast with this story. This was such a fun read. I enjoyed every bit of it, and it's mainly because we have such likable characters, entertaining characters. It is a hilarious action comedy, and I think the real reason for this is the relationship between teacher and student, between Shioon and Han. And Han is the guy that you see on the upper panel right here. He is a teacher. He's teaching English at this Korean school, and he is just a charismatic playboy, and he's there with secrets, and he encounters Shioon because Shion's getting bullied by other students, and Han happens to be there to stop him. And I would say most of volume 1 is really just building up this relationship between the two characters, while we have Shioon, who's just this timid high school kid. He's getting bullied. He doesn't know how to stand up for himself. He has absolutely no confidence in himself. And you have Han, who is just the complete opposite of that. Confident, charismatic, very assured of himself, ladies' man. And what happens in this story, because this is completely spoiler free because I want you to enjoy it, but what happens is that when these two characters interact with each other, magic just happens. And Shioon is continuing to get bullied. He even gets to the point where he unfortunately is contemplating suicide. And Han is not your typical type of teacher. He wants nothing to do with this kid. There's even one thing that Han is just so unorthodox with his methods of teaching and who he is as a person. Like, he plays off this playboy, but underneath there's something there. You have a master martial artist. You have someone who is very cunning, very strategic, who's very skilled at fighting, who's very cutthroat. And you can see that this is just like this facade that he puts on to keep things at bay. And as the story progresses, as the synopsis, you see why he's trying to keep a low key is because of this type of enemy that he's dealing with. And I had a fun time reading this. I thought all the characters was great, even the bullies get a little time to shine. Shion's love interest also gets a little time to shine. Some really great characterization, but what really makes this manhwa work is the fact that you have these two dynamic characters who change over time, and you have these two characters who work very well with each other. You have Han, who, like I said, is this confident guy, and then you got Shioon, who's just this timid guy. So they get placed in situations where they're gonna need each other, and I thought it was very, very, very well done, and the art style is great. Some really great dialogue, very entertaining dialogue. I would say if I was gonna compare this to anything, I would compare it to the classic anime GTO. In a lot of ways, he did remind me of GTO, the Great Teacher. For those who don't know what GTO stands for, is Great Teacher Onizuka, and that is something I can say Han kind of feels like watching him, because he's also someone with kind of this dark past, but who has this nice persona, but he really cares, and he's really a good guy underneath. But overall, it was a very fun read. I definitely recommend this, and part two is just as great, which I'm about to review very, very shortly. So definitely check this one out. Definitely one of my favorite manhwas that I've read recently. So definitely check this out. This is Justin from otakusandgeeks.com. If you like what we do here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and don't forget to follow us here at Otakus and Geeks. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.